Hello, Daniela. Good morning.
Good morning, teacher.
How are you?
I am fine. How are
How
you?
was? Hello, hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. I'm doing okay. My weekend was long this time.
Uh-huh.
Did nothing. Just watch TV and eat. And
Oh, that's nice. A relax. Yeah.
for once, usually I do a lot of things. No, no, no. I did one thing though. I have a small glass table, coffee table, and it's heavy. So I was tired of having to carry it around in the living room. So I made some, well, I bought some rollers and I made a wooden base and I put them beneath the legs. So now the table you can move it around, you know.
Oh.
So yes, that's what I did.
Hmm.
Only that. But that was something that I wanted to do for a long time. For some
Yeah.
reason, I never did it. So I said, "Ah, I'm just gonna do it because I'm tired of moving this table. It's heavy." I'll show you a picture. Yes, I
Yeah.
do those things once in a while. And what about you?
Me only working. Um, Sunday I went to the mall that we
Okay,
have close to the house, and I was shopping all day. Uh,
really?
it's something like that. I don't want to shop here too much because it's a small. We don't have a lot options here, so I prefer go for a trip and buy things there. And
You don't have like an outlet over there?
what
Outlet.
outlets? No, well, we have only a mall, only one mall, and it has JCPenney, TG and Kohl's, and that's it. And another stores that is very common here, but outlets, no. I know that maybe I know what are you mean. What do you mean about outlets that is far from the city, right?
No. What I mean, for example, is like in the mall, not necessarily a mall, but that's where the uh, the clothing companies have sales. You know, they have the latest in fashion. You know, they have specials. It's actually big.
Yes, I know what are you talking. But no, we don't have something like
You don't
that.
have an.
Yeah, no, it's very small. The town that I am living, it's very, very small. So it's
You
it's
don't have
boring. It's
that.
boring. You don't have too much options to do in the weekends. Maybe grab a drink or I don't know.
Oh
It's
man,
always like that.
it
It's
reminds me of, yeah,
uh,
it reminds me of the time when I was in Canada. It was the same. Uh, Only go drink coffee, go to the same store, same stores, and that's it. Nothing. It's a long drive. I don't know. You have to drive. What is the closest big city near town?
no, we don't have like a city. Mm-mm.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe Des Moines, that is the capital.
Okay.
Uh,
How
yeah, but
far away is it?
no, it's not. It's not far. It's 45 minutes.
Oh, okay.
But
Des Moines.
it's not, it's not impressing, it's like, it's not a big city. If you
Really?
go to a big cities like, I don't know, Minneapolis, New York, or
Oh, wow,
Miami,
yes.
California,
Wow, New
yes,
York is
you can
enormous.
compare. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's a small, but it's okay. I think that is more for people that has families, you know, and they wants to stay in a quiet place and a calm place like this. So it's better. But here is the college, the famous college for the state. So it's a lot of students here from another countries, American students too. So you can meet a lot of people.
Mhm.
But if you are going to a parties or you are going to a bars all weekends, so it's okay one weekend, but all the weekends, no.
Oh
No,
man.
yeah, it's
You
too much.
know, I have, yeah, I have a, well, I don't know if he's alive, but when I was in high school, uh, had a teacher, history teacher, really good teacher. He
Okay.
was probably one of the best history teachers I ever had. And he was from there, from Des Moines.
Okay.
He
Mm-hmm.
was, yeah, he was, that was his hometown. And after September 11th, like, what is it called? 2 months later, he went back home. He completed his service, so he went back home.
Okay. Yeah.
And that's the last time I saw him. So that was, yes, September, October, like in November of 2001. I had two classes with him, two history classes. And the last one I didn't complete because he left. So I remember him because he was very tough. He was a very tough teacher.
Oh.
And, you know, of course, white complected and really, really, really blue eyes like my husky.
Oh.
He had like really, really blue eyes. And it was, he was a gentleman. He was a really nice person, but he was tough. He was not an easy teacher. He was tough. And I forgot his last name. I just remember him like 2 months ago, and I remember his name. But anyways, that was a long time ago. I don't know if he's alive. At the time, he was like 50 some,
Wow. Okay.
55, 56,
Uh-huh.
2001. We are what, 2022? I don't know if he's alive.
Wow. Yes.
I don't know. I don't know if he's around, but he was a really nice guy. Anyways, just I mean, now that you mentioned the city, I said I know someone from there, and also Slipknot. They're from there.
Mhm. Oh yeah.
Yeah, the band. Yes.
Yes. I didn't know.
Yeah, they're yeah, sure. They are
Wow.
from there. Yeah, that's the hometown.
Wow. So that's interesting.
I'm not a big guy. Yes, I was a big fan when I was younger.
Oh, good. Okay.
Well, I guess I was like a nerd, and so I was very not quiet, but I didn't have, I guess, too many friends, and I wanted noise in my mind, so that
Yeah.
settled it. But but yes, I remember because I believe the first album I read all everything that they posted in, and they said they were from there, from Des Moines, and I said, oh,
Hmm.
my teacher is also from there.
Wow. I
A lot of
didn't.
interesting
Well,
things
that's
happened.
very interesting.
Yes, and they changed a lot though. The band changed a lot. Even Corey Taylor, the lead singer,
Yeah.
he doesn't sing anymore the way he used to. And it
Oh,
makes sense because a lot of screaming.
yeah.
I mean, you can scream for so long, but when you get older, you can't do it anymore. You need to change the way you
Yeah.
sing,
Uh-huh.
right? Anyways, good conversation. I always like to talk to you.
Yeah.
And
Thank you. Yeah.
and we're starting a new unit today, a new module.
Yes, I was checking Pearson and I don't have assignments. I think that I done with all the assignments the last week. I remember that I did everything when I am. Yes, I remember, but I don't know if it's okay. When you check, maybe you can tell me if it's okay, please.
Yes, I need to check after this class because I need to check another students also.
Okay, good. It's okay.
Yes, I'll check the information so that we can see where we're standing.
Mhm.
Okay, so yes, and I need to give you a new course ID. Remember, we are in the last module of this piercing adventure.
Wow.
So yes, and the story about Nick Crawford is about to end. So today we're going to watch some videos. Are you ready?
Yes.
But first, let's go over the objectives. Give me just a second. So listening, predict people's reactions to events. Listen for advice, listen to understand people's personalities, listen and respond to questions on a personality test. Okay. For speaking, which we're going to discuss tomorrow, blaming yourself, blaming someone else, and confronting someone, and respond to comforting. Okay. Comforting someone and respond to comforting. So that means saying nice things to people so they don't feel guilty. Okay.
Mhm.
For the grammar, wish. Even though wish is a very simple verb, it could get complicated whenever we want to use it. So we're going to discuss this in detail tomorrow. Past and real conditional and be supposed to. Why do we use these grammar expressions? For pronunciation, reduce phrases supposed to, have to, has to, and want to. Unstressed words such as could and would. No changes in the objectives for the reading and vocabulary. And for the writing, make a mind map and write a paragraph about how to buy flowers and give advice. Okay,
Mhm.
so let's go into the videos. Give me just a second. So, pre-listening. Talia has learned that she never actually recorded Dean and Jackie's conversation at the restaurant. Now it is the next day and Nick is arriving at Talia's apartment, still thinking they're going out to celebrate. So look at the picture. Talia tells Nick about the recording error. What do you think Nick says? Look at his face.
Maybe.
That's a face of shock.
Mhm. Maybe it's only oh no because he is very he's a gentleman. So I don't think that he can say this. The another thing is like very rude.
Right, Talia is rude.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she is. But Nick is actually calm.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
So let's see.
Okay.
Who is it? Nick. Here I am, ready to celebrate. Didn't you get my message? No. What's wrong? Are you okay? Yes. No. Nick, I don't know how to tell you. What are you talking about? The recording. I mean, there is no recording. It cut off before Jackie and Dean's conversation. I think I need to sit down. Okay, tell me again. What happened? I must have made a mistake syncing the app with the microphone or something. Their conversation wasn't recorded. Oh. That's what I thought you said. I feel awful. I'm so sorry, Nick. If I had been more conscientious, then we'd have the whole confession recorded in complete detail. Wow. We were supposed to be celebrating tonight. Oh, stupid. I can't believe I used an app I'd never even heard of before. I should have gotten someone in tech support to help, or just use an old school tape recorder. She'd stop kicking yourself. I'm supposed to be a professional reporter, and I feel anything but professional right now.
Okay, so what is the correct answer?
Maybe don't worry about it.
Okay,
What's done is done.
all right. Yeah, I mean, he's just in shock. So he just needs to know what happened. Because one day I mean, a lot of emotions, right?
Yes.
He says his career was almost over. He finally got the evidence he needed. He's recovering from that. And now, again, going back to the same pain. Oh, man. Poor guy.
Oh, Nick.
Yes. So let's see. Let's answer some questions. So read each question and choose the correct answer.
Okay. Why is Talia surprised that Nick has come to her apartment? She left him a message and told him what happened.
Number 2.
Talia tells Nick there is no recording. It cut off before Jackie and Dean's conversation. How does Nick react at first? He needs to sit down and ask Talia to tell him again what happened.
3.
I think that is, he asked her to explain why. Yeah. Nick says, oh, that's what I thought you said. Why? He realized that Talia didn't record the conversation. After Nick realized what happened, how does he react? He seems sympathetic toward Talia.
Yes. Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
Well, remember, first he needs to sit down. And then this part becomes this. So it's a sequence. I'm not saying this is incorrect. This is actually correct. But first something happened.
Okay.
Okay. Let's go now into the second set. Has that ever happened to you?
Like,
when you get really bad news or something that gets your mind away and you're like, you lose track. It happened to me twice.
In work?
No, 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 no. Unfortunately, the first time that it happened to me was when I was in school. I was in the university.
Mhm.
It was summer of 2005. I was with my girlfriend at the time. I was just taking a class with her. I was
Mhm.
just listening. It was like actually a good class. My brother called me and he told me my grandfather passed away.
Mm,
So that just I lost myself like for seconds. I don't know what happened. I
mhm.
don't remember.
Yeah, something like that probably.
And then and
Mhm.
then yes, and just the second time again my brother, but an uncle called me telling me that he got in an accident.
Oh no.
And the way he was explaining my uncle, I didn't understand him, so he told me he passed away. So I got upset in a way that I just didn't know how to talk until he explained to me, no, no, he's okay, but the other people involved in the accident are not.
Oh,
So
oh.
so I was feeling better, but not that better.
Mhm, mhm.
So news like that, I can still remember both times, but it's like if when you hit your head and you see like a spark,
Yeah.
something like that,
Mhm.
but no physical contact. Just the news are so shocking that you feel that way. I don't I
Yes.
don't desire this to anyone.
Mhm. Yes. Well, for me it was two times too. When my grandmother passed away, and my I realized that my ex-boyfriend was cheating me.
Oh man, sorry to
Yeah.
hear that.
But it
Well,
was like, no, in that moment I saw the message and I was like, oh, okay. And
yeah,
that's it. After the feelings came to me, but that was after, not in the moment. I think that it's like a shock, right?
yes, yes. You
Mm-hmm.
don't. I guess feelings are the ones that play a big role here, but you are so off guard that you don't know how to react.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know how to defend yourself,
Uh-huh.
right? So
Uh-huh.
that's why you're like, I can understand Nick saying, even though this is fiction, right? uh, he's like, I need to sit down because yes, I can imagine someone like getting weak and I don't know, dizzy. And
Yeah.
yeah, I need to sit down because I need to think something or just forget about it or I don't know. But I guess our body. I read once that our bodies are used to physical stress. It can cope with it. You exercise a lot or you do a lot of work, your body recovers. It knows how to fight. It knows how to fight physical stress. It recovers. It builds defenses and stuff. But when it comes to stress, mental stress, your body doesn't know how to respond. That's why you get headaches or you get hungry or it depends on the person. It doesn't know what to do.
Okay, I understand now.
Yes, mental stress is a condition that should be avoided, and it depends on the person because there's some people that when they undergo a lot of stress, they get strokes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or they get facial paralysis and stuff like that. So yes, you have to be very careful whenever something like this happens because
Mm-hmm.
you don't know how your body's gonna react.
Yes, it's true.
Oh yes, I saw it once with one neighbor.
Uh-huh.
He was very stressed, um, and I got a call. Not a call. I was. how long ago was this? About 6 years ago. I was here at home, actually, in Mexico City. It was a weekend. I remember it was like a Saturday. And I was just here in the living room, laying down, I watched a movie and I was taking a nap. And someone knocks on my other door. Pow, 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 pow. I need your help. So when I saw my neighbor, she had a paralysis. She couldn't move.
Oh my God.
So I had to grab her, and I didn't have the car because my wife took the car. And I grabbed her keys and I took her to the hospital.
Oh my God.
But that was very fast. Now, when they were knocking at the door, I was taking a nap. So I was like, I was
Yeah, very
unconscious.
quick. Yeah.
Yes. And I didn't have socks. I didn't have a shirt. So like, okay, guys, let me get really ready really fast. And I don't know how I did it, but I just got
But
like,
you did it.
yes. And I had to calm everyone down because everybody was crying and stressed
Mhm.
out and like, hey, chill, everyone chill. So
Oh,
yes, and that's the story is very uh, common, a divorce, but not everyone can cope with those kind of news.
yes, it's true.
Right.
It's hard for some people and for others, no. It depends the person.
That's correct.
Mm,
Yes. And what she's doing fine, thank God.
mm,
Um,
that's
I
good.
speak her once in a while uh, because she's my neighbor. Now
Uh,
that I'm back, yeah, I see her very often, but I still remember the time and I said, wow, thank God you gave me the strength to move around because I was just out of sorts.
mm,
Anyways, okay, so let's go now into the last exercise from this video. Read each sentence, click on the box and choose the correct answer.
okay. Nick is very happy at the beginning of the scene. His mood first changed because he realized that Talia didn't record the conversation.
Okay.
Um, no. And Talia is upset about something. Talia probably keeps talking about her mistake because she
So, what do you think is the answer?
is so upset that she can't stop thinking about it.
Okay.
Nick tells Talia, I wish you would stop kicking yourself. Another way he could say this is, you shouldn't be so angry at yourself. Talia tells Nick, I am supposed to be a professional reporter and I feel anything but professional right now because she doubts that she is good enough to be a reporter.
Okay. You ready?
Yes.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
Now let's go and watch the second part of the video.
Okay.
So Talia and Nick are at Talia's apartment. They continue to talk about the recording. Look at the picture. Talia is upset with herself. Nick is trying to calm her down. What do you think Nick says?
Mm. The truth will always win out.
Okay. So, you ready?
Yes.
I wish I could go back and do it over.
But you can't. Take it from me, I'm a professional athlete. I know. I've had far more failures than successes.
Well, none like this.
You just need to forget about what's done and get your head in the game for the next match.
You're right. What's done is done. Or in this case, what's not done is done.
Talia, if you hadn't done such a thorough job of investigating this, we never would have known the truth. Now we do.
How can you stay so positive?
I don't know. I guess it's my nature.
Well, I wish I were that optimistic. I guess I'll have to quit my job. Amy will take my place. She'll be a good researcher.
Talia, take it easy. You're overreacting. Things really aren't so bad.
Yes, they are, Nick. They're terrible. And the most terrible part of all of this is that I let you down.
Have I ever told you about my grandmother?
No? I don't think so.
My grandmother is a very wise woman. She always told me to tell the truth. She always said the truth would win out.
Okay, so what is our prediction?
You're overreacting. Things are really so bad. And the truth will always win out.
Okay. Yeah, Nick is very calm, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. So read each question and choose the correct answer.
Okay. At the beginning of the scene, Talia and Nick agree about something. What is it? They can't do anything about the recording now. What does Nick think in there is the reason he is such a positive person? It's a natural part of his personality. Why does Nick think Talia is overacting? She talks about quitting her job at Newsline.
Okay. 4.
Nick talks about his grandmother. What advice did she give to Nick? The truth will always triumph over lies.
Triumph.
Triumphs
Okay.
over lies.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Now let's go into the second set of questions. Read each sentence and click on the box and choose the correct answer.
When Talia says, I wish I could go back and do it over, she's probably feeling Fifth. I don't know. Teacher. Teacher.
Okay, you're back. Something happened. It was okay. Let's go back here. I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Um, angry at herself and regretful about her mistake.
Okay.
Is seen Nick's main point is that the situation isn't as bad as Talia thinks. Talia's greatest regret is that she is not very optimistic.
Oh no.
What happened? When Nick unexpectedly talks about his grandmother, he makes Talia calm down a little.
Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, Talia, greatest regret is that the thing Talia feels most badly about is letting Nick down.
Okay.
Okay, yes, because, well, throughout the story, she knew that Nick's career was at stake, right? She's not very optimistic at this moment, but the reason why is because she feels that she let Nick down.
Okay.
And that being said, we still got 6 more videos, so anything can change, right?
Yeah.
Now let's go into the vocabulary section. Give me just a second. Okay, so in the video, Nick says to Talia, "You're overreacting." He means that she's reacting too much to the situation. Look at the words below, which begin with over. Okay, so let's click on the light bulb and see the different words that we have using over. And as we have discussed this, phrasal verbs or compound words. It could be over, it could be under. And what makes the change in the meaning of the word is the second part. Book, estimate, change, hear, come. That's what makes, that's what changes the meaning of the word, okay?
Okay.
So let's talk about this. Let me zoom in a little bit. Overbook, to sell more tickets for a theater, airplane, etc., than there are seats available. Our flight was overbooked, so we had to wait 3 hours for the next one. Have you ever, did you watch Titanic when it first came out
Yes.
in the movie theater?
No. No.
That was a long time ago, right?
Yes, I think that I born. At that moment, yeah.
Okay, with Leonardo DiCaprio. Okay, I went to the movie theater with my brother.
Okay.
and the tickets were overbooked. The theater was overbooked. We had to stand to watch the movie.
Okay.
That's how popular it was.
Oh,
And the movie is not 2 hours; it's like three.
yes, it's long.
And but I don't remember much because it was so good. The movie was so good that we didn't care. Okay, so let's see. Can you help me with the rest?
Yes. Overcharge. To charge someone too much money for something. The store overcharged me for the coat, but I didn't realize it until I got home. I like a refund. Overdo. To do or use too much of something. When ju- judging, you have to be careful not to overdo it. Overdo it. Over it. To eat too much or more than is healthy. Sissy phone overate at the dinner and had a terrible stomachache that night. Overestimate. To think something is large, more expensive, or more important that it really is. She overestimated how many children will come to the party and have a lot of cake and ice cream left over. Okay, over here to hear by accident what other people are saying when they do not know that you are listening. Julieta knows about her promotion. She overheard us talking about it at lunch. Overlap. If two events or activities overlap, the first one finishes after the second and starts. My trip to Italy overlaps with the first week of the school semester. Overlook. To not notice something or to not realize how important it is. The accountant was careless and overlooked a number of items in the budget. Overreact. To react to something with too much anger or surprise or be doing more than is necessary. When Patrick made a little joke about Mickey's boyfriend, she overreacted and got really angry. Oversee. To watch a group of workers to be sure that a piece of work is done correctly. Miss Marziuk will oversee the project and make sure that he works do a good job.
Are any of these words new to you?
Overlap, over, over, overread.
Mhm.
Um,
Overreact.
yes. How do you know that? Yes, it's
Oh, well, it's very common to use
yes,
to
it's
exaggerate.
yes, yes.
Overreact, oversee. Uh, oversee is something a supervisor does.
Oversee,
Mhm.
supervising.
Something like this. Yes, oversee. To watch a group of workers to be sure that a piece of work is done correctly.
Okay.
And what about the rest?
Then others, yes, I listen about them.
Okay,
Mhm.
so let's go now into the exercise. Okay, so when you're sure you understand all the expressions to the exercise, the prefix over sometimes means too much, but not always. Okay,
Okay.
so we need to be careful with that one. Number one.
Okay, overbook is to sell more. It's like, yes, to sell more. So this means too much.
Okay.
Overcome is overcome. We don't have here overcome. I don't know. Okay, wait a second. It doesn't mean too much. Overreact means too much.
Overcharge.
Oh, sorry. Overcharge is means too much. Overdo means too much. Overreact is means too much.
That would be overeat.
Overeat, yes. Overeat means too much.
Overestimate.
No, means too much. Yeah. Overestimate is means too much. Over here means too much. Overlap doesn't mean too much. Overlook doesn't mean too much. Overlook. Well, overlook is when you don't realize something is important.
That's correct.
So doesn't mean too much. Yeah, it's okay. Oversee. Oversee means too much.
Okay.
I think it's okay.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Over here doesn't mean too much, because over here means that you heard something because you were passing by or because they passed by. It was because of a chance. And overseeing is not actually supervising, it's just superficial.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Let's do another exercise. So complete each sentence, drag and drop the answers into the correct blank. You ready?
Yes. And the company maybe the number 2. I don't know the number 1. The hotel was overbooked, but they got me a room at another hotel nearby.
Nearby.
Nearby, yeah. I am afraid I overdid. Strong. Mm, hmm, I don't know.
What about fun?
Hmm. Okay. My grandmother was a great cook, and I always overate when I visit her.
Visited her.
Visit, oh yes, visited her.
Okay. So let's see. Tran, a lot of problems in order to graduate from school, in order to go to graduate school. The company us and had to give us our money back. When we talk about money, overcharge and overcame,
Came.
that means to resolve something.
Resolve?
Mhm.
Resolve.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
There. All right.
Yes.
And let's go over the next one. The same drill. Number one.
The clerk must have. Mm, hmm, overlooked your name when he said you weren't registered. The luncheon, mm, overlapped with my meeting with Joe, so I rescheduled the meeting. Tony, mm, okay, maybe number 4 is the coach oversaw, no, overheard an argument between the two players, and he told them to calm down. Yes. How long does the job will take and finish ahead of schedule? Overestimate. Tony oversaw.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right.
Yay.
Better. So they're tricky, right?
Yes, it was.
Okay. Make sure you practice these words, okay?
Yes.
And of course, you will have some exercises later on to practice. And that's all for my behalf today, ma'am.
Oh, really? It was
Yes.
quick.
Yes, well, if we get deeper right now into the reading, I might confuse you because there's more vocabulary. It's okay, we continue.
Okay. Yes, no. Continue?
We can continue, yes, but it'll be for 5-10 more minutes.
Well, it doesn't matter to me.
Okay, so let's see. Let's go into reading. I don't want to overwhelm you, but let's see. Let's do a pre-reading, okay?
Okay.
So, okay. Flowers are used for many special occasions. Do you know how these flowers are most often used in North America and Europe? Look at the 3 bouquets of flowers, then click on the special occasion and drag it into the correct blank. Okay. So let's see. What do you think?
Bucket 1, Valentine's Day. Yes, Valentine's Day.
Which one? Number 1?
Number 1, yeah.
What about 2?
And number 2, Mother's Day.
And this one? Wedding?
Yes.
This, I like this one.
Which one? The number 2?
Yeah,
I
I
don't
never saw flowers in a basket. So yeah, for me that's not in a basket, not in a basket like that. No, no. Only
This is
bouquet.
a guy thing.
Right?
It's okay. Mm,
I guess I'm more familiar into bouquets or vases, right?
yes.
Vases, bouquets, but not basket. This is very European, I guess. All right, let's go into. Oh, well, I forgot to mention, I am a garden person, you know. I have my garden. I have flowers, I have plants.
No. I don't know about flowers.
Okay, so vocabulary. Complete the paragraph about giving flowers in Germany. Okay, so help me with the reading and let's choose the correct.
Okay. People give flowers on many occasions in Germany. Although a florist sells
Okay,
flowers wrapped in paper. Oh, wait a second, please. Okay, it's okay. Okay. For plastic, their customers always unwrap the flowers before giving them to others. A bouquet? No. A bouquet, yeah.
bouquet.
Bouquet should always have an even number of flowers, but never 13 flowers, since the number 13 signifies bad luck.
So signifies bad luck.
Yeah. Avoid giving which are given to sweethearts and are only appropriate for romantic occasions.
Okay, romantic. Mhm.
Occasions, yeah. Calla lilies are also a poor choice for a gift because they are used for funerals.
Funerals.
Yes. Here is another flower that has associations with death. In northern Germany, it is often planted on graves and it is considered bad luck to bring it into a house.
Okay,
Yes.
good to know. Anyways, so let's see. Good. Now let's go into the article. Let's read a little bit. Okay? So read the article, read the sentences about flower giving customs. Choose true or false. Help me with the reading.
Okay. Floral protocol. Red roses signify love in many countries, but different flowers mean different things in different places. Here are some particularly interesting flower-related customs. Japan. In Japan, flowers are typically given as a gift only to a loved one or to a sick person. If you are giving flowers as get well gift, bring cut flowers but not chrysanthemums, which are used at funerals. Don't bring a potted plant because it is believed that the sickness will take root and the person may not get better. You should also never give flowers in the unlucky numbers of 4 or 9. Friends, if you are invited to a dinner, you should always bring flowers for the hostess. A bouquet should have an odd number of flowers, but never 7 or 13. Never bring carnations, which are considered bad luck, or chrysanthemums, because they are used for funerals. In Russia, if you are going on a first date with someone, you should bring them carnation or roses. They must be given in odd numbers because flowers are only given in even numbers at funerals. Avoid giving yellow flowers as these are associated with
Associated.
associated with grieving or separation. North America. In North America, flowers are given as gifts for many occasions, especially Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, and birthdays. They are often brought to cheer up people who are in the hospital, and they are given to the host or hostess of a dinner party by the guest. Gladioli and lilies are associated with funerals and don't make good gifts. If you are unsure about the meanings of flowers in a particular country, ask a friend of a florist for advice. They will be happy to tell you about the associations that flowers have in their culture and the local flower-related customs. In North America, flowers shouldn't be given to someone who is sick. False.
2.
In many cultures, the number of flowers in a bouquet is important. True. The specific flowers that are used at funerals are also given as gifts. True. If you are invited to dinner in France, you should bring a bouquet for the host. False. In Russia, it is a good idea to bring yellow flowers with you on a first date. False. In Japan, it is believed that a potted plant will help a sick person feel better. False.
Okay. So you ready?
Yeah.
Or you want to look again?
Yes. If you're invited to a dinner in France, you should bring bouquet and the host is true. These are true. The number 4 is true. I don't know. The number 3 is the specific flowers that are used at funerals are also given as gifts. That is in the same country, not right? It's like we are talking about 2 different countries, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's okay. Yeah.
All right. So let's see.
Yeah.
That was the only one, right? It
Yeah.
was tricky. So the special flowers that are used at funerals are also given as gifts. Not necessarily. It's more, there's not much information given, But yes, they're given more as of respect
Mhm.
and also as an offering.
Okay. Mhm.
Okay. But not as a gift,
Okay. Mhm. I
more like
understand.
an offering. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. And yes, that's pretty much it for today.
Okay.
And I will check Pearson so that I can let you know about the exercises. Okay.
Mhm.
Could you help me with the daily survey?
Yes.
Thank you so much, Daniela. Have a great day. And I will talk to you Wednesday. Okay.
Well, one question more. I know that this module, it will end the next week, right? Or it's not?
No, we still have 7 more classes.
Okay. So Wednesday we are talking, right? Or
Yes,
tomorrow?
I'll see you. I'll talk to you Wednesday. But do
Wednesday.
you need something?
No, I am okay.
Let me know if you have any questions. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
No problem. Bye bye. Have a good day.